Hey railheads, I'm starting to scratch build my third and final industry, U.S. Salt, on my Finger Lakes Railway layout. I don't have room for all that now. No, still too much. Okay, well maybe I can do this if I compress the heck out of it. Well, let's break this down into the main elements and see what we got. So there's a lake, I got that. And there's a road, I got that. The tracks, I got that. There's a parking lot, and I got that. So now I'm only left with three things to build. The building on the right, the big pipe going over the tracks, and the big tank. Well, I know it seems odd to start a scratch build with a kit build, but I want to start with this storage tank for a couple reasons. One, it's an easy kit, and it'll get the momentum going. And two, it connects the pipe to the building. So we got to get the height and length and angle right, or the train won't fit under the pipe. And hey, thanks to my friend Tiffany for this great shot. And this pipe, it's the defining feature of this industry. It's what sets it apart, well, besides the lake. And so it's important to get this right. Well, let's bust this kit open. The bin comes out to be 5.5 inches diameter, which is about 40 foot in HO scale, by 6.5 inches tall, which is about 47 foot. And I got it on Amazon for $20.99. And now Iowa Skilled Engineering, they got a 36-foot bin kit for $39. The rings are already one piece, but you still have to stack the rings up and glue them together. Well, I guess I can form these rings together for 20 bucks. Here's a closer look at the instructions, such as they are. Now this kit came with actual decals. I've seen some Walthers kits where they just printed stuff out on paper in real poor resolution. I probably won't use these on this kit, but the warning signs might come in handy sometime. Man, there's a lot of parts. It takes like 6 of these pieces to make one ring, and there's enough for 10 rings, so that's 60 pieces, plus the base and the roof and the vents, so like 67 total. But once I got in the groove, I was able to do a ring in about 4 minutes, so that's not too bad. I used mech solvent, so I only had to hold the parts together for like 10 seconds and then move on to the next one. Of course, there's a little flash you gotta sand off. Well, the instructions are typical for Walthers, very vague. They say to stagger the joint lines, but don't really tell you how. Well, I found an old video on YouTube where the guy showed it. And so the long tab on the bottom ring goes between the little lip and the round piece. And gluing the rings to each other was pretty easy once I got them lined up. I rattle canned the bin with some Rust-Oleum Perfect Gray. I had some on hand and it matched the prototype pretty well. Well, I just need to get a bigger piece of foam for the bin to sit on, and add some paint and scenery, and then I can start the actual scratch build. I wanted to add some texture to this piece of foam, so I glued down some sanded grout for the dirt gravel road and some golden coarse molding paste for the concrete pad. I had some of that molding paste left over from another project, and I wanted to try a method that Boomer did a while ago. I'm using a scrap piece of styrene to screed the concrete. It's looking pretty cool. I'll give this concrete texture a coat of cement gray. I'm knocking down the high spots with some coarse sandpaper. I really like this lighter color that's coming through here. I'm dry brushing some tire tracks here. And now for a couple different shades of static grass. And I'm going by my prototype photo all along here. Some thinned white glue. Use a disposable brush, so I put the glue only where I want the grass, so there's no spraying and no need to mask off the road or anything. Well, kind of cool how the glue formed these random patches. I guess you'd call that an anomaly. Putting down the lighter shade first, but you can see I've got too coarse a screen in my applicator. Oh well, I guess we got another anomaly. I put a finer screen in the applicator and shook on the darker shade, and this will be fine. And a little sprinkle of ground foam on the sides. Sorry, I had a little trouble filming this part. I should have made my tripod taller. Well, I'm off to a good start on this industry. Hey, I'll catch you next time on my Finger Lakes Railway Layout.